Welcome to Spirits Podcast, a boozy dive into mythology, legends, and folklore. Every week, we pour a drink and learn about a new story from around the world. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Julia.
And this is episode 158, Trick or Treat, live from WBUR CitySpace.
It was so nice to be back in Boston, my college town.
Yeah.
The home of my mistaken years.
And I think this is a really good example of why I'm so stoked to be a part of Multitude, because we had a big meeting where we were all talking about things to do at the live show, like as our Multitude live segments. And this idea would never have occurred to any of us on our own.
Yeah.
So I love that it started as a pun and then it grew into a very fun segment that I hope all of you enjoy.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to do it again at other live shows. But it was really nice to kind of test the waters, see what people thought of it. And it was a blast. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Amanda, since you were the contestant in the situation.
I did. I really enjoyed telling everybody else when to talk and when to let me opine. It felt great.
Correct. As you always should.
Do you know what else just feels really right, Julia?
Our new patrons?
Having our new patrons with us. Sutton, Alice, Allie and Leroy, Haley, Marrow, and Hannah. Welcome.
Welcome. You join the ranks of our fantastic, phenomenal supporting producer level patrons: Philip, Megan, Deborah, Molly, Skyla, Samantha, Sammy, Josie, Neil, Jessica, and Phil Fresh.
Love it. You are also among the distinguished ranks of our legend level patrons who every month get a physical gift in the mail from Julia, Eric, and me. Kylie, Hannah, Kylo the Husky, Charlotte and Morgan, Emily, James, BM Yep, Scotty, Audra, Chris, Mark, Cody, Mr. Folk, Sarah, and Jack Marie.
It always makes me happy thinking about those names. I'm like, yes, my friends.
My friends, who I send mail to every month. It's really sweet.
They're like pen pals, but for the modern era.
Julia, remind us on this blustery October day what we were drinking.
So shout out to CitySpace because they bought us this incredible variety pack of Boston craft beers, which I was like, yes, my home, my sweet, sweet home. But if you want to get a taste of my personal Bostonian college experiences, you have to try the Back Bay Basic. It is a classic from Stephanie's on Newbury Street, which I would always go to a little bit hungover when my parents were in town for brunch. And the Back Bay Classic was vodka, Saint Germain, lime juice, and then it was topped with Prosecco. So it's a really perfect, very strong, boozy brunch cocktail.
Julia, not for me, but for you. And
yes,
that's all that matters.
That is true. I make you your old fashions and your Manhattans every now and again, but sometimes I just gotta do me.
You know, the other day I had a Maker's Mark old fashioned, and I was just like, this is everything I ever want when I want a whiskey drink. It's so perfect.
Sometimes you just find something that's so simple and so right, and you're just like, this is it. This is it.
Julia, do you know what else I enjoyed recently and just thought to myself, this is so right?
Tell me.
It was Over the Top, A Raw Journey to Self-Love by Jonathan Van Ness.
Okay, yes, tell me more.
Jonathan from Queer Eye wrote a book, like a memoir of his early life, basically up to now. And it is so honest. Like the way he starts it out is by saying, you know, people see me in the street and they think that I am a like bubbly, effervescent font of like never ending positivity, joy, love, like just caring about people's hair. And that is like not at all of me. So from the perspective of like having a career in public and figuring out how to be honest and how to like show people, listen, you know, you don't just pop out of the world being somebody that people look up to. Like you have to kind of earn that. It was wonderfully written. It was nice and short. So I read it in basically one sitting, one evening. And I think I might actually listen again to the audiobook because I would definitely love to hear a narrated version of the book because Jonathan's voice is just so strong in my head. So I highly recommend you check it out.
That sounds incredible. Also, if you haven't listened to Getting Curious with Jonathan Van Ness, also
it's a good
great podcast,
Julia. It's a great podcast. Very few celebrities have good podcasts, and this one is so good.
It is excellent. Definitely check it out.
And finally, this week, we want to remind you that you can come see Spirits live in Austin in February, just the day before my birthday, and we can all celebrate at midnight together after the show. That is at multitude.productions/live. But also, we wanted to just have a little appetizer here, Julia, didn't we?
Ooh, yes, Amanda, tell them.
Because I don't know, if you live in the LA area, maybe keep your ears tuned, maybe sign up for that newsletter at multitude.productions. If you live, I don't know, in Boston and you thought, dang, I, A, wish I could have gone to this live show we're listening to tonight, or B, went and it was so good and I want to relive it, I don't know. Maybe there will be a new live show from Spirits coming into town sometime, I don't know, around when graduation happens.
I don't know. Who's to say? Who's to say?
We're very excited. We will have concrete news for you over the next few weeks, but the best place to get first news is at multitude.productions/live. Scroll down to the bottom and you can sign up for our newsletter.
And Amanda writes an incredible newsletter.
Thanks. All right, well, without further ado, we sincerely hope you enjoy episode 158, Trick or Treat, live from WBUR CitySpace. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Multitude Live. You knew all your applause cues. Very good. Good job. We are so excited to be here. We're so excited to be in Boston. We've never performed here before, and we can't wait to show you what we have in store tonight. Yes. But first, since we are in Boston, and it's basically the same as Salem, that's what people keep saying. I don't know why they think of different towns. That's what they said. We just wanted to open this Halloween season by repenting for our crimes. So, would one of us please, would you like to just take us through a couple of crimes?
I knew you were all witches before.
What?
I've been a pilgrim this entire time.
Okay.
I love Jesus and everything that comes around with it, and also cornflakes and abstaining from things.
I think we found someone, maybe?
Happy Yom Kippur.
Yeah. In the spirit, let's just take us through each of our crimes so we can just clear the air and get ready.
I want the air to be very clear, yes. Julia Schifini. You stand accused of being a witch. I knew it the whole time. For flying through the air unassisted, tackling men 3 times your size, and reminding us that Zeus is a big old fuckboy. How do you plead?
I done did it.
I knew it! Burn! Burn is a witch! Brandon Grugle. I also knew you were a witch. You stand accused of being a witch for audio sorcery. Flagrant use of the robot voice to make your jokes funnier. And unjust persecution of those who meme. How do you plead?
Memes are bad.
I hate that you hate memes. Get out of here. You burn. Amanda McLaughlin. It's an Irish witch.
They do exist.
You stand accused of being a witch for skills in the black magic known as Microsoft Excel. I know, I'm stunned too. Cultivation of plants. Like way too many plants, so you have to be making potions and shit.
It's called Miracle Grow, but we'll move past it, yeah.
And for not seeing any movies that anyone else has seen. You have to be a fantastical person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I knew it! You burn! You burn as a witch! Michael Schubert. You stand accused of being a wizard? No, it's still a witch! For saying Harry Potter was 13 and not 14 in Goblet of Fire! Everyone knows that, you idiot! Saying game for a game-winning shot attempt in pickup basketball that did not go in! And playing as a villager in Super Smash Brothers, but only planting and chopping down trees and engaging in said Super Smashing. How do you plead?
I plead guilty, but I know that you are not without sin, Eric Silver.
Oh no!
Because I have sources say that you're also a witch. So take the stand and confess for your crimes, because Eric Silver, you have been accused of being a witch for my iPhone wants to do an update, but I'm going to say no.
I cursed your phone! There is no proof!
You have been cursed for preaching the dark gospel of nutmeg being just a nut.
It's just a nut!
For cursing your die to roll specific numbers to make the plot more interesting. And forcing Brandon Grugle to look at memes and eat apples.
He does do this! He hates both those things. Oh, I plead guilty. I'm also a witch.
You are a witch.
And that's why we're all a part of Multitude.
So as we have had it here in Boston, which is just Salem, we're all witches. It's all creepy, it's all cool, so we're going to now hand it off to the creepiest and coolest segment that we have, and for that, I will pass it along to Julia Schifini.
Give me that.
Hello, my friends. I realized I don't have 3 hands, so this will be interesting. For the past 3 years, I have made my best friend learn about mythology, folklore, and urban legends. That is Amanda McLaughlin over here. So I have devised a way of testing whether or not she has retained any of this information. And so I present to you today a quiz show. It's an arbitrary and completely random quiz show which I will tell you a story. At the middle point, I will ask Amanda, does this end in a trick or a treat?
Ooh.
Trick or treat, a game show from spirits.
Love that.
So, Amanda, I am a generous god, because I'm at the god microphone spot here right now.
Yep.
And so I will allow you to have a panel of Witches 3.
Ooh.
You may consult with them and ask them questions on whether they think the story that I'm telling you is a trick or a treat.
Wonderful.
And then you will make a decision. And if you are able to guess 4 or more out of the 7 stories that I tell you, you win.
I win! Yay.
And then you buy me drinks later. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to start our game. The first story I'm going to tell you, you get fun little pictures like this for each and every one.
So cute.
So, Amanda, for a moment, please. Imagine you're a baby. You are an extremely hungry baby, and you are craving meat.
Okay.
Okay? So luckily, you're also a smart baby, right? You know that nearby, one of the gods has a bunch of cows. Yes.
Delicious.
Delicious. Awesome.
And cute.
So you, being a smart and also hungry baby, go to a pasture and manage to steal the cows by leading them backwards so they cannot be tracked.
I didn't know cows could walk backwards.
They can. They're capable animals.
Okay.
However, you are spotted by a guard, and the god shows up at your place and is super pissed. So, Amanda, does this story end in a trick or a treat?
Okay, so I'm not really seeing a way that this could end well. So my oracle's 3. Are there any positive outcomes possible here that I'm not seeing?
Go viral on TikTok. Is that a thing that teens were doing at 8?
Were hungry babies doing it, though?
I mean, in mythology, hungry babies can do lots of shit.
That's true.
Here's a little reverse psychology. The setup seems so bad that I think it's a treat.
Also, it's a baby, and if the baby died in the story, that would suck.
Yes.
Welcome to mythology. Babies die all the time.
I think I'm gonna shoot my shot here and go treat.
Okay, give me a reasoning behind. Give me the perfect scenario in which this is a treat.
Perfect scenario. The god is like, wow, you're so promising and enterprising, baby. Would you be my new paid intern with benefits?
Okay.
And so the god has a protege, baby has cows to eat, or doesn't eat them and has like nectar of the gods, and the cows get to frolic and live long, healthy lives in the pasture by themselves.
So baby becomes paid intern is your argument here.
Yes. Okay. Baby ascends to the gods.
Great. So, Amanda, you're Hermes.
Oh.
This is a treat.
Hey!
So the story ends, you stole Apollo's cattle, who's rightfully pissed. So you play the I'm baby card when he tries to take the thing to Zeus. He brings you to Olympus. Zeus tries to sort things out. Zeus thinks you're kind of adorable and just goes, boys will be boys, and doesn't punish you, but instead just makes you give back the cattle. You only ate like 2 of them.
It sounds like how people give each other jobs when they're already privileged and in power. So I'm calling myself right here.
Correct. You give the lyre, which you invented, by the way, to Apollo. He's so pleased, he makes you messenger of the gods.
Love it. I'll take it.
All right. Awesome. We're going to move on to our next story. Long hair, don't care.
It's a very good gift.
Thank you. Amanda, imagine you are a high school student who is coming home late one night from classes or studying. I know this is easy for you.
This is already fictional that I would be out late studying. I was home studying.
Okay. You went to a library somewhere. Imagine, play in the space.
Okay. It's not 6 p.m., it's 10 p.m. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
This one has to be down. Maybe it's like fall or,
Okay.
Winter. Okay, so as you are walking home under a streetlight, you pass a young woman. She has like very long hair. It's very beautiful. She smiles shyly at you from beneath said long hair. You, being the useless bisexual that you are, smile back at her, and then pass on and continue your way home. Okay, thank you.
Good.
So does this end in a trick or a treat?
Hold on, I smile at her and what?
And just continue your way home. Just pass her.
Me my way home.
Continue going.
Man, this has never happened to me before, and I can't imagine that one ending well either. Oracles 3, long hair is ominous, I think. What are your? I'm getting some nods. This is good. What is your read here? What do you think about the long hair? Is it ominous? Is it alluring?
Do not like. Long hair, do care, do not like.
If she was frolicking in like a musical and it was raining and she was singing in that same rain,
Yeah.
it would still be dangerous. Run away from this person.
Or, frankly, in a meadow at the beginning of Oklahoma. That doesn't end well either for them. It's
true.
Cool. All
There's
right,
a bright golden haze on the meadow and everything. Anyway, so
I am going to go trick.
okay. Give me
Ladies
the
never
argument.
smiled at me and it ended
what's
well.
What's gonna happen? Tell me.
I think she will follow me home and suck my soul out with some kind of like second and third mouth beneath the hair on the shoulders or something. Yeah.
I love that you're learning. She's the Harionago, and it's a trick. So, her name literally translates to hook girl.
Bad.
If you return her smile, that's when she attacks. She'll let down her long hair. She actually has razor sharp hooked hair, which she then attacks you with.
Oh, less
Good
horrifying
news,
than the
though,
mouths.
you can potentially outrun her. And if you can find shelter until sunrise, she will disappear.
That's why I never stay out late, Julia. I
know.
stay in and study.
Amanda, it's dark outside right now. Are you okay?
There's textbooks backstage.
That's true. I can stay safe.
All right, you're doing great so far.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Very fun.
All right, so the next one, story number 3.
For
Wait,
our
hold
friends
on.
at home, that is a meme of a wolf winking, and it says, "How are you doing?"
Julia, did you go to funnyasduck.net?
No, I went
at
to
that
Google.
Photo? Okay.
I went to Google. All right, Amanda. Imagine you are hanging out and you run into your 5 best wolf friends.
Great.
Sure.
Yep.
So they're all kind of just staring at the sky. So when you ask them what's up, they just say nothing. Don't worry about it.
That's the whole scenario.
No, we're still going. But when you next see them the following night, they're still doing the same thing, and you're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And so they're like, "Oh, we'll just tell her. It's fine." So they tell you that they're staring at the sky because they can see an animal there. Wild. Crazy. So they can't get up there, though. So you're like, "Hey, listen, I got you." And you take out a bow and arrow, and you shoot them into the sky so accurately that you create a ladder made out of arrows that you can then climb into the sky.
Wow.
Very impressive, right? You have such skill sets. Put this on your resume.
Thank you. I practiced it at night when other people were going to parties.
Thank you, I'm glad.
You know.
So you climb the ladder with your wolf friends, and then you get into the sky, and you see a bear there.
This is getting more and more eventful as we go on.
So you warn the wolves, hey, like, listen, that's a bear. You should stay away from the bear. But then the youngest wolf goes up to the bear, and then all of the other wolves follow. What happens, Amanda? Trick or treat?
Okay, I'm leaning trick because, first of all, I learned from Into the Woods that there are giants in the sky. That's not a place you want to go without being invited there.
Glad
Yeah,
you're
use
here for it.
Sondheim. Just like the guy who thinks that dead people in pies is super neat.
Excuse me, Oracle, I did not call on you yet.
Sorry, I had to say stuff about Sondheim.
The witches
Comments
will
to
stay
yourself.
silent until called
Bubble,
upon.
bubble, toilet, trouble, Sondheim.
Beautiful.
This is a cheerocracy, not democracy, sir. Okay, so I don't like the idea that you're making a portal to the sky without asking. That seems like a very bad idea. And
What do you
something
need to
someone would
ask to
punish
make a
you
portal
for.
to the sky?
God.
Okay.
I don't know. Also, animals staring at a place, never good. If your cat or dog's looking in the corner, no, there's a ghost there.
Yeah.
Don't like that. And I just don't think that bothering a bear with 5 wolves at my side is going to end any other way than someone eating somebody else.
Okay.
But I will consult now with my Oracles 3.
Oracles,
What are
you may speak.
What are your thoughts on wolves and bears?
It is a trick. Wolves don't have thumbs. How did they climb that ladder?
Challenging.
It's very sloped like stairs.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay. Any bear imagery or anecdotes come to mind here?
Look, I love bears. I think it's a treat. Look at this friend. Look at this guy.
Look at
him. He just
those
wants
little
to.
beans. They're so round.
Just look at that. Look at that.
It's very cute.
Is it bad that the first thing that I thought of when you said your 5 best wolf friends, I'm like, where are her other wolf friends? Are they gonna find out about it on Insta later and be like,
Yeah.
oh, I wish I went into the sky with the bear? I have
You know-
FOMO for bear sky.
You know, that is true. I feel like with 5 wolves at my side, things may go okay for me. So,
But you also told the wolves don't do it, and then they didn't listen to you.
that's true. You know, I am going to believe in the wolf pack. Heart of the cards. Wolf pack here. And I'm going to say treat.
All right. Well, you're Coyote. And it's a tree!
Yes!
All right. So the bears are actually pretty chill.
Like I said.
Brandon was right. The wolves and the bears just kind of hang out. You think, this is a pretty cool thing going on here. All things considered.
Yeah.
Kinda neat. So maybe people will tell a story about this when they see it and talk about me, Coyote.
I love when talk about me.
I know, right? So, you leave the bears and the wolves and they just hang out and you take your arrow ladder back with you.
And I leave them in the sky?
You leave them in the sky because, surprise, you've just created the Big Dipper.
Hey!
Good job!
Yes! I love it so much.
Amanda, I have family in town, and cooking for more people than I usually do can be a bit of a challenge sometimes.
Especially among Italians, people, I'm sure, judge.
Oh, yes, for sure. But, Amanda, I was lucky because my weekly shipment of HelloFresh just kicked in right as my parents arrived.
Very convenient.
Yes, and HelloFresh is super convenient. It makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. So I consider myself a pretty skilled chef, but sometimes I just want to throw together an easier recipe that only takes about 30-35 minutes.
And they come with all of the ingredients pre-measured, pre-portioned, which honestly takes most of the dishes and also time out of cooking because it's all ready to just put in whenever the instructions say.
Exactly, and HelloFresh is super flexible. It is there to fit your lifestyle. You can add extra meals to your weekly order or double up your meals if you want. If you have double the amount of people who are normally in your home for the week. And you can easily change your delivery days, your food preferences, or even skip a week if you're, say, on vacation doing live shows in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, we recently tried a vegetarian box just to see what it was like and get that vegetable quotient in here in the depths of winter. And we made a vegetarian flatbread that was absolutely delicious. There was cheese. I substituted vegan cheese for myself.
Nice.
And there was arugula. There was balsamic. It was oh my God, why don't I put balsamic reduction on every single thing I eat?
You should.
It was delicious. It was easy. And we could do it in the toaster oven.
Incredible. Yes, HelloFresh, super flexible, super easy to make all their recipes. And now you can get 9 free meals with HelloFresh by going to hellofresh.com/spirits9 and using the code spirits9.
That's 9 free meals at hellofresh.com/spirits9 using the code spirits9.
Thanks, HelloFresh, and thanks for the delicious meals.
We are also sponsored this week by Feels. So this is a premium CBD company that delivers CBD to your doorstep. And I have said on the show before that this has really helped my insomnia. And listen, every person is different. You have to use the solution that works for you. But for me, just having a few drops of CBD oil right before bedtime helps me go back to sleep if I wake up in the middle of the night. And that was my problem, where I would wake up at 2 a.m. and then be awake for 4 or 5 hours. And that's no good.
Amanda, I just got a humidifier recently, and we started to hook it up in the bedroom now that the heat kicks on in our apartment. And oh man, adding a little bit of CBD oil to that, it makes me sleep so much better than I usually do.
Yeah, it is not anything that's psychoactive, so it doesn't get you high. You don't feel any different. There's no hangover or addiction. It really is something that I didn't know a lot about before I started reading about Feels, but they know that this is not a thing that everybody knows a lot about. So they offer a free CBD hotline and tech support to help guide you through the discovery process and trying to figure out, is this right for me? What product do I start with? How much is appropriate? And they make it all really simple.
And if you already use CBD and you know it's for you, Feels has this hassle-free membership program that is guaranteed to help you feel your best month after month, or you get your money back. It's that simple.
So you can join the Feels community now at feels.com/spirits to get half off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/spirits to become a member and get half off automatically taken from your first order with free shipping.
Feels.com/spirits.
And finally, Julia, we are sponsored by Stitch Fix. As you know, in this blustery, cold time of year, I see you with your blanket on. It is really important to feel warm and also not feel, in my case, a sleeping bag, which is why I asked Stitch Fix to send me their best sweaters that are tunic length, even though I have a weirdly long proportions, because I want to wear my leggings, Julia. I'm my own boss. I don't have to wear pants if I don't want to. So I have these beautiful sweaters from Stitch Fix. One is like a green cable knit. One of them is like a mock neck turtleneck, black with like long, a little bit kind of, not billowy, but like a little bit of a wider sleeve. And it's just so wonderful. It makes me feel like a chic, like Parisian librarian. And I was so happy with the results.
You were wearing one in the office the other day, and I gasped when I saw you because you looked so cute in it. Oh, Amanda, the Stitch Fix nailed it for you.
It made me so happy. And Stitch Fix, of course, if you don't know, is an online personal styling service. They deliver clothing, shoes, and accessories directly to you that fit your lifestyle, your budget, and also your body. They have brands that you know and love, plus exclusive styles that you can't actually buy anywhere else. Basically, you just fill out a style profile online. You tell them like what sizes normally fit you well, if things are generally like short or long or too wide or too narrow in certain parts. You can get really specific to make sure that they help you buy things that you might not pick out for yourself, but that you know are going to fit.
Yeah, and there's no subscription required, so you can pick between automatic shipments or only getting a few new pieces on demand. And all those shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free. And the $20 styling fee is automatically applied towards anything you keep in your box. You keep anything, that $20 goes straight to that product.
And if you end up keeping all 5 of the items that they send you in your box, you will get 25% off the total price when you go to stitchfix.com/spirits to place your order.
Yep, that's stitchfix.com/spirits.
Once more, that's stitchfix.com/spirits. And when you get awesome stuff in the mail, please tag us on Instagram. We want to cheer you on.
We do. We want to see all your cool sweaters this winter.
And now let's get back to the show.
All right, we are going to story number 4. Oh, this is a fun one.
You were posting your wedding photos.
Yeah, no,
These are just the proofs we got back from the photographer. They're not the real thing yet.
The groom in this wedding photo looks like the guy from NCIS that isn't related to Tom Hanks.
What?
Right, Denozo? Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up later. I'm right.
So Amanda, imagine it's the day of your wedding.
Okay.
Okay. So the whole town has come out for your wedding, and you're having it at this beautiful, like, local place that's in the shadow of a mountain.
This is already a nightmare. I don't want to go back to Merrick. Don't make me.
It's in the shadow of a mountain. We just went there.
Okay. Yes. Great. Yes.
We went to a really nice mountain retreat for my bridal shower. It was great. Amanda was like, I could see myself getting married here. Anyway, so this is the best day of your life.
Okay.
And even as you're having your procession through the town, a local monk who is extremely drunk and running around yelling just comes in and like interrupts your wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello, friend.
Not great. So you and the rest of the wedding party just try to like roll your eyes and send him off. Be like, all right, man, all right. It's like we're celebrating here. Let's move on.
That is what I would do. Call him out. Just be like, excuse me. Let's proceed. Let's get some crackers into your stomach.
Cool. So you do that, and then he kidnaps you.
No.
Yeah. So everyone tries to chase him to try to get you back. Is it a trick or a treat?
I learned from Romeo and Juliet that friars are not to be trusted with brides.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Good choice.
It's also the day of a wedding, so I feel like something dramatic might happen, but also like a Shakespearean comedy might end with everyone being okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to refer to the great consumers of beer, my oracles 3. What are our thoughts on drunk friars and also like a wedding processional through a town, which frankly just feels like asking for trouble.
I just really love this stock photo.
I think he's trying to save you from NCIS guy.
That's possible. He's a notorious playboy, Denozo.
Yes.
He may or may not be related to Tom Hanks. All right.
No, the other guy's related to Tom Hanks, the actor, but this is not that one.
Anyway,
It's
NCIS.
in my brain, this is like Runaway Bride starring Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, except the monk is making you run away.
The monk is now Richard Gere.
I'm not familiar with the film, so I don't know.
Of course you're not.
The plot to which you are referring.
That was a callback to an earlier thing.
But I think treat, again, it sounds awful, so I feel like it's gonna flip the script and be good in the end.
Maybe he has really good booze. He's back at his place, you know?
It's possible. All right, I am going to lean into my gut guessing today, and I will guess treat.
Okay. Well, that's Jigong.
Oh no, I already don't like it. Oh,
It's a treat! Hey! So, the drunk monk Jigong, who is clairvoyant and also has a lot of weird supernatural powers. It's very interesting. So, he saw that the mountain peak that you were having your wedding under was going to fall and kill everyone.
No!
And so, by kidnapping you, he's able to drive all of the wedding party and the rest of the village who came out for your wedding away from the disaster zone.
Amazing.
Yeah, he saved everyone. It's
How do I
very
thank
good.
him? By getting drunk on beer?
Yeah, basically. You're like,
Love
oh
it.
man, thanks. And
I'm
then you
gonna
guys
use
all
this
have their wedding away from the crashed mountain peak.
Yeah, fair.
I'm gonna use this at the next wedding I'm at, where I get like super trashed, and I'm just like, no, the mountain peak is gonna fall, guys.
But the
Someone,
problem
Get out of here.
can someone invite Eric to a wedding? Because I think the next one you're going to is mine.
anytime
send him an
before
invite,
February.
Michael Schubert. Let's get out of the way. The mountain in Texas,
Known for its
all
mountains.
over, and we're doing shots in the next town.
We've moved the wedding to Montana.
It's flat there, right? All right. So, Amanda, you're doing great so
Thank
far.
you.
Proud of you.
I think this is 4. However, I do want to see if I can get them all.
I do. I
Okay.
think I believe in you.
Okay,
I believe
thank you.
in you. Okay. So, story number 5. Daddy, I love him. I have to pick up my notes. Sorry about that.
The Little Mermaid is a reference.
Oh, hold on.
Got it.
Love you. Believe in you. So this time, Amanda, imagine you were a goddess. You already are, but like just
Thank
imagine
you.
further.
Thank you.
Okay. So you've been a bit lonely, and you fall in love with a mortal.
Damn.
Yeah. These things happen.
My friends
Listen,
warned me.
you've done this song and dance before, and it hasn't ended well in the past. So you know that like it's kind of tragic seeing your loved one like wither away and die when you're an immortal, beautiful goddess.
I imagine.
Yeah. You know, you are one. Okay. So you approach the king of the gods and ask, like, hey, can you please make my lover immortal so we can spend the rest of our days together?
Listen, that's a big commitment, though. How sure am I?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
This is like the dude.
All right.
All right. So the king feels pity on you and he agrees. So he grants your wish.
Trick. Not gonna end well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put my guess out there.
All right.
Oracles. I'm sensing disaster here. You might be more optimistic on love than I am in this particular scenario.
I use Little Mermaid. This is a very positive example.
There's a lot of suffering in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, but then they end up happily ever after. It's
Okay.
fine.
What's our gut check?
I'm
Here?
gonna be honest. I'm out. I was not paying attention because it doesn't look like she's saying "Daddy, I love him," and I'm really trying to figure out what she's saying.
It just it's
It looks like a lollipop.
it's just the end where it says love him over and over again.
You've got your
Anyway.
oracles too. I'm out.
Okay.
It looks
So you
like
got 2 oracles
looks like
left.
someone's taking cake away from her and she just wants one last bite. Which I relate to wholeheartedly.
Oracle
right,
Brandon, Oracle Eric.
Any guesses?
Amanda.
Yes.
As your partner in life, love, and podcasting.
It's true.
Whatever you say, babe.
Thank you.
I will
Thank
be
you.
the voice of reason here. It's a trick.
You going trick?
Unlike my own life, I'm going to guess trick.
Okay. Well, you're Eos. It's a trick. It's not great. So Zeus is an asshole. So when Eos asks for immortality for your lover, you forget to ask for eternal youth as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, genie wish kind of like monkey paw situation happening here.
Oh no.
So your lover, Tithonus, lives forever but withers away.
Hate that.
Yeah, eventually he gets transformed in cicada, because to quote Homer, eternally living but begging for death to overcome him.
Aren't we all?
Listen,
That's
Homer,
why they're so loud.
Homer, I know this is your jam, but like that is dark, my dude.
Yeah, it's not great.
Don't love that.
This is stuff. We're gonna go on to story 6 now.
Ooh, all right. We got a dog. We have a vagabond. We have someone in a plaid shirt.
Okay. Everyone is scritching the pup. I
What a
appreciate
good
it. Thank
boy.
you. He's just staring there in the background. Okay, so imagine you're about to go on a big trip.
Oh, sorry. I thought the guy was giving him a thumbs up. He's giving him like a
He's like, you wait.
wait.
So imagine you're going on a big trip.
Okay.
You're likely to never come home again, so your friends throw you a big going away party.
Okay.
You're like moving to a new city.
All right.
It's not like it's like you're leaving because of a curse.
Oh no.
Okay. So after a night
That
of
one's a trick, I think.
No.
Okay.
After a night of partying, you make your way onto the road. But as you're walking down the path out of town, you hear footsteps on the path behind you. So you're like, that must be one of my friends coming to see me off for one last goodbye. So you turn around, and is it a trick or is it a treat?
Footsteps, road out of town, about to do my new life. Not feeling good about this one.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
Boys.
which is 3. What do we think?
I think they're breaking up.
Oh,
This looks-
no!
I don't. It doesn't look good.
That's
for-
your dog girlfriend right there.
No.
Yeah. It doesn't. Look at that dog. It's so sad. I think it's a trick.
Dog girlfriend is a different myth.
It is.
I feel like this could have similar to monk vibes, where like the creepy footsteps are actually going to tell you something really important. So
Yeah.
I am leaning towards treat in that regard.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, you forgot your keys" or something.
So your
I don't
new
need the
place.
keys. I'm leaving.
I feel like Julia has engineered this so that she can like pull some stuff over on us, because I have also listened to spirits, and it's like, oh, the dog is a werewolf and wants to be your lover forever, and then they're OTP. So like, I just truly think that that's what it is. I think
All
it's
right.
a treat.
I'm going to listen to my witches 3. I'm going to guess treat.
Okay, Amanda. Well, that's the Oki Inu. And it's a trick and a treat.
Oh,
Yeah.
plot twist.
Yours was a trick, Julia.
So it translates to the sending off dog. It follows behind you step by step, much like a friend sending you off on a long journey.
Thanks, pup.
If you trip or stumble, the yokai will devour you.
Okay.
How is this a treat?
However,
Oh, there it is. There's the twist.
it's so dangerous that if you have it following you, no other yokai will dare bother you on your journey. So just like walk safe and you're good.
That's pretty good value
Yes.
proposition.
I
Question,
have a
sir.
question. Why is the treat? This thing is so terrible that don't worry, less worse things aren't behind me.
Listen, all you have to do is keep walking forward, and then nothing else bothers you. Have you seen Japanese mythology? There are scary things in the woods.
Have you seen Hades Town?
Yes! Don't do it! Don't turn around, you idiot! And then you'll get the person you love but don't deserve.
Wait, I need to know, because it's like, hey, if you get hit by a truck, you won't get hit by a moped. Like, what? You're already hit, so you're in the clear. You're in that hospital, so you're fine.
Listen, the hospital's a very safe place.
It's like, don't worry, you've been put in traction, but there are doctors everywhere.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So you have one last one. You're
Okay.
doing good. You're at like 5.5 at this point.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Yes.
I believe in you. I think you can get 6.5.
Thank you.
All right. So the last story.
Ooh.
There's a lot of things happening here.
There's some gossiping ladies and an argument with a guy with an interesting haircut.
I'm glad you pointed out the haircut.
diplomatic.
It's very important to the
Nice
story.
kitchen though. Look at all those pop
know,
containers with
right?
brains in them.
Very
Ooh.
good. Very, very good. And she's got fresh flowers when they're gossiping. It's very good.
Oh, I love
right.
to have fresh flowers when I gossip.
So, Amanda, you're a princess.
Thank you.
You started dating a god.
Oh.
But you got to keep it on the DL because he got you pregnant.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. So around the same time you're having this affair, you meet this really nice girl who just joined your court.
Okay.
She's like super cool. You guys hit it off. You're besties immediately.
Suspicious.
So you tell her about that bun in the oven, which you're keeping from
No.
everyone else.
Trust no one.
But she's like, yeah, I don't know if your guy's who he says he is. He says he's a god, really. Come on, Amanda. Come on, Amanda. You know that's not true. So you have a discussion with your boyfriend. Does this end in a trick or a treat?
Oh man, so much possible suspicion here.
I tried to give you the most gossipy one.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
it's like a Dear Prudence letter. I
Oh,
love it
yeah,
so much.
bring it on.
All right, so I'm worried that this newcomer to court, who's instantly my best friend, does not have my best intentions at heart. Why else would they become fast friends with me like that?
Listen, maybe you guys just clicked.
I know, but like, come on.
Imagine you and
Mythology.
Imagine you and I in elementary school back in kindergarten.
That's true. Except you bit my brother on
Yeah,
our first
all right.
play date, so that
We said we would keep this only to the wedding.
so then we didn't have a play date for 10 years, but now we're best friends, so it's great. I'm
I
sorry.
just can't believe we're airing my grievances out like this.
I'm sorry. It's Salem. I was taking over.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, really can see this one going either way. Witches 3, thoughts?
I think it's a trick. I think what's going to happen is that the dude who put the bun in the oven is going to do something good, but then
The
he
baker,
finds out
yes.
you told someone, and then he's going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to take all my diamonds home for me.
Oh, yeah,
I told
side
you
note,
not
he
to
gave
tell
you
anyone, and you broke my
diamonds.
one rule. So I think it's going to end up in a trick because you told Gabby.
Yeah. Fucking Gabby, though.
Any other witches have an opinion about this myth?
I am more suspicious of Julia again now that she got with the trick and the treat. So I bet this is like neutral. It's like, and then nothing happened.
That's the end of the story.
And then everything just kind of like petered out and Gabby moved away. So that's what I think it is. Neutral.
I mostly want to dissect Amanda's trust issues. Can we have
Yeah, okay. Let's sit down.
5-10 minutes
It's
of
a trick
that?
time to unpack
It's a trick.
this.
Okay.
Lock it in. Lock it in. It's a trick.
The trick? All right. Amanda, your simile. This is a trick. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so it's Zeus again. Your best friend's Hera.
Okay.
Not great.
Sorry, wait, is it not Gabby?
No. Hey, I took Latin in high school. Gabby is the Latin of the Greek Hera.
True, he got you there. So
Like
you
the
asked.
Greek-Roman pantheon.
So
You know how it is, yeah.
Basically, you asked him and be like, "Hey, you said you were Zeus. Prove it to me that you're Zeus."
Zeus doesn't like that.
Meanwhile, he had made a promise because he didn't want to get into this fight with you. So he was like, "Yeah, I'll swear on the river Styx. I'll give you whatever you want," which you don't do because you can't break a promise on the river Styx.
Yeah, it's a very important collateral.
Yeah, it's like putting it on Twitter.
No.
Can't break a promise once it's on Twitter.
Don't like that.
So he has to, because he promised on the river Styx. You burst into flames when he shows you all of his glory.
A witch.
A witch. Zeus manages to save your unborn child, sew him to his leg, and then he gave birth to Dionysus later.
Fucking classic.
Brandon, do you have any questions?
What?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I know that, like, we've all had some fun here today. But, like, is that how sex works? Have I been lied to?
And then Dionysus is a pretty good dude, so he manages to take you out of the underworld and makes you a goddess later. But mostly you do die and burst into flames, so I'm gonna call it a trick.
That's metal.
Glad I was right.
All right.
Sorry for simile. I'm glad I was right.
Yes. So Amanda, you've won trick or treat. Sorry. You still die, not great. Amanda, you won. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you for taking me on this tour, Julia Shavini, everybody.
I'm gonna go drink a beer in the back.
Good job. Give me a high five. Thanks again to our sponsors. At HelloFresh.com/spirits9, you can get 9 free meals in your subscription with the code SPIRITS9. StitchFix.com/spirits will give you 25% off when you keep all of the items they send you in your box. And at Feels.com/spirits, you can get half off your first order with free shipping. Spirits was created by Amanda McLaughlin, Julia Shafini, and Eric Schneider, with music by Kevin MacLeod and visual design by Allison Wakeman.
Keep up with all things creepy and cool by following us at Spirits Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr. We also have all of our episode transcripts, guest appearances, and merch on our website, as well as a form to send us your urban legends at spiritspodcast.com.
Join our member community on Patreon, patreon.com/spiritspodcast, for all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff. Just $1 gets you access to audio extras with so much more available too. Recipe cards, director's commentaries, exclusive merch, and real physical gifts.
We are a founding member of Multitude, a collective of independent audio professionals. If you like Spirits, you will love the other shows that live on our website at multitude.productions.
And above all else, if you liked what you heard today, please share us with your friends. That is the very best way to help us keep on growing.
Thank you so much for listening. Till next time.